kind of work, or even if you are talking about religion. And as far as I can understand, you try to talk about Islam in tourist places. So most of the people you'll try to approach will be non-Muslims. So far we did witness that it is up to you to have a positive approach or a negative approach. Okay? So the blame wouldn't be on Islam if we didn't do the positive approach. Islam is complete. Islam is good. We as Muslims has got the problem, not Islam as a religion. Okay? More to come out of this will be with our colleagues here. But we'll take another example with the boys. But I believe we are on it now. So I want someone to satisfy my... So, shall we go with you too?
My colleague, Abdullah.
Oh, it's too innocent to cut him a pieces. But I'll let you. Okay. Who would like to start?
This is my colleague Abdullah. Abdullah is like reading too much, and he is always pushing us to read in his Facebook account. Yeah. This is something very bad for me because I don't like reading. Abdullah is still young. He's 21 years old. He's a student in Faculty of Language in Azhar University.
And he's posting you around.
Yeah, he's like my son. I don't know. 15 years old between me and him.
Yeah. And he's still bossing you around.
Yeah.
Okay, time out for you. بص بقى عربي اهو قطعت.
Abdullah.
My brother and colleague, Dr. Ahmed Zafrat, he graduated from Faculty of Science. He now in a company, Syria. Siron. They work in a company named Siron. I want to take more about his negative, but it has a more and more. But if I take something, you will not believe me.
Okay, I want to hear it. Try me. As long as it is really negative, I'll believe it.
Not love reading. So how come
You
he
have to put time up. You are not criticizing other people. Anyway, back to what we were saying. Some people by nature, subhanallah and alhamdulillah, some people by nature, they can only say good things about others. And shamefully to say, some people by nature can only say negative things about each other. But we as Muslims, we supposed to be on the first team. Supposed to be. If we are not, we need to work on ourselves. Because I don't know if you all heard the Imam in khutbah today. God has created us all naturally innocent and good. And I wouldn't go deep depths in religions that our parents would turn us to this or to that. But naturally, we should be good. Okay? So we need to take another example, and I'll allow the girls to be nice to each other this time. So who would like to go? Two of you. Okay.
She's Hibatullah Hisham. She's my colleague in Ahlan. She studied English literature in Faculty of Arts. She is now studying Islamic Studies in Arkham Academy. She's a professional squash player and coach. She is married with young children. She lives in Nasr.
Time out. So a female, Muslim female, she still can practice sport.
Yes.
And she can be successful on it. No, I want to freeze in this here. So, let's tell James, for example, that a Muslim female can be exception in sport. Do you believe this?
Totally.
According to your media, We lock the women inside the house and we beat them up every day. But that's not what we witness here, is it?
No. Well,
Can you continue?
You carry on.
well, I was going to say in the Olympics, we had some amazing
Yeah, from Arab
examples
countries.
of Arab countries. And you probably heard about the woman from Saudi Arabia
Yeah.
who won a fantastic
Yeah, she was an exception.
She was a fantastic. Yeah.
Okay. So your time to introduce your colleague. Or do you have a comment first?
No, when I was a little kid, I was in my mind, I dreamed that I represent Islam as a good Muslim can do everything. She can play sports, she can travel, she can be a good in her religion too. So I want to show the world that the Muslim can do everything.
You mean Muslim in general or a Muslim female?
No.
Specifically.
Because they saw that the Muslim female is oppressed.
Oppressed, yeah. In Egypt here, male are oppressed. You oppress us. You can't claim this. For me, my wife.
After I get married, I think my husband doesn't want me to continue in this professional career.
Why?
I think he oppressed me now.
Oh, really? Oh, no. Okay. I pretend I didn't hear the last bit and we'll carry on with our colleagues here. So, who's in the turn here? Who didn't? Two of you? Okay. Because we are getting close to the end of this session.
Okay, he's Muhammad Al-Abd.
Remember, your turn is to criticize him. It's not the positive. We'll go to the deep negative here, okay?
Okay. Just
So, I want to see the first.
Okay, he's Muhammad Al-Abd. He is from Syria. He
Oh,
is English
is
teacher.
that bad enough?
Yes, I think. Maybe I don't know him because it's my first time. So maybe he look good, but inside him.
So you're a psychiatrist. You're a psychiatrist.
No.
How did you manage to see the badness inside his heart? How black is his heart? How did you manage to
Human
find out?
nature.
Yes, really, God. So he sent this kind of vibes while he's sitting next to you, makes you shiver. Oh God, well done.
He's my brother Suhaib Ahmed. He's an Egyptian. I like Egyptian, by the way.
What was the exception?
I can't do. I can say no.
I'll say time up.
Okay.
Okay, we'll take another two females and we'll end with two males, and then we need to listen to what the outcome of that game we played. Because the whole idea of today is training, not education. And I believe we do understand the difference between training and education. We are not coming here to educate you because you are well educated already. We are here to inspire you, to get the best use of your education, your knowledge, your abilities. Okay? And that's the difference between education and training. Do we all agree on that clarification? Okay. So I believe it is a female turn now. We'll go to the male turn and we'll finish this session. Okay, so who's the next two females would like to go? So do you like to play positive or negative?
No, she doesn't want to play negative. She's too nice to play negative, so we have to play positive.
I'm afraid in this case you'd have to play negative because I'm the baddie, you remember? Okay? So we'll turn it around. Instead of both of you being negative, you'd be extremely negative and she'll be positive. Okay? So you'll pick the life out of her and she'll be very kind to you. Okay? Start.
Okay, she's Nurwan, she's 24. She's a medical intern. She plans to be a psychiatrist.
Oh, I like this. It's my career.
Well, I don't think she's really good for the job because she attacks too many people. I don't think she doesn't do it,
No justification. I want negatives. Hate.
Well, well, she, in her mind, she sometimes think of people negatively because she doesn't really like non-Islamists. She's a bit of an extremist, I think.
Oh God.
So she hates all the liberals.
Oh God. So do you think she's suffering from a psychological problem herself?
No,
That's why she chose this career to kind of treating her own.
All the psychiatrists are a bit, crazy.
Oh, thank you very much for the compliment. That hit reached someone else. Time up.
I have to say this. She says sorry too much. So
And what's wrong with this?
She's not always wrong, but she just gives the other the ability to.
But that's supposed to come as positive. She's decent.
No, it's not. It's not always an advantage. A lot of
We will take advantage of
yes,
her.
she says the two words that she says the most are inshallah and sorry.
Oh God. Okay, fine. Look, I originally asked you to be positive to her, but after she said, I want you to go, wow, and use all psychological techniques. No, we are professional here. No feelings, no emotions. We are professional. So we are professional here. You are planning to be a psychiatrist, right? Analyze her. Is she still your friend after all what she said? sorry, احنا جايين هذه الفلوس. Yeah.
And what I really don't like about her is that she's a liberal.
Oh God.
Okay,
Oh God.
I don't like her always. She tells me what to do and what not to do, and she plays it. Like
So she's trying to
not
boss you around.
Yes.
That means that she's deeply unsecured.
And she always tells me what to do and what to not do, and I don't like it.
So you had enough of her. Switch, go to different seat. Thank you very much. So shall we go with another 2 boys, or you think that's enough, you got the idea? I believe you all got the idea. Okay, let's just play it this way. It is up to everyone to come across for people to accept or to reject. We all know that through our life, we are going through loads of difficulties, problems, and everything. But if we allow this kind of problems and difficulties to affect our general attitude towards the others, we wouldn't be able to perform the best way in our life in general. And when we talk about performing, everyone is performing every minute of his life. By the way, even during your sleep, you are performing. I mean, I'm sure you'd agree with this if you are studying psychology. So, instead of performing negatively and losing out, you as a person, and make the people surrounding you losing out, try to focus to perform positive. And to be able to perform positive, you need to think positive. And to be able to think positive, you have to be cheerful with yourself. How many of us can be 24 hours cheerful? Okay? I'll have to stop here and I'll take our brother Yusuf Saeed as an example. Do you know why he called himself El Saeed? No. His name is Andreas Kams, that's his original name. But now his name is Yusuf El Saeed. El Saeed, since he said the Shahada and become Muslim, he felt happiness. Okay? And since that time, happiness didn't leave him. Why? Because he's a Muslim. We are all Muslims. But we don't appreciate it enough because we were born Muslim. And the problem with human people, human nature, and we'll go back to the psychology section back there, that you always don't appreciate what you have in your hands. You always look to get what you can't get, and you never appreciate what you already have. So I would advise all of you to think twice. Being a Muslim, it is a massive gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we should be happy just for being a Muslim. I mean, if someone just become a Muslim while he's 60 years old, can manage to be happy, how comes? How dare us not be happy being a Muslim? Okay? And if you are happy being a Muslim, and as the Imam said in khutbah, did we all hear the khutbah today? Okay? He said that if you believe that everything sent from Allah is the best for you and you just follow, you wouldn't need to be so liberal and think too much, especially anything related to Sharia. Okay? And by the way, I'm not Ikhwan. And I don't okay? So, we'll be happy. If you can be happy and peaceful with yourself, you'll be able to kind of give a vibes of happiness to the people around. So, you'd be making your own family happy, which I believe every one of us likes to give happiness to his family. You'll do your good job with your neighbors. You'll do good job with your colleagues at work. By the end of the day, you will be a model as a Muslim, either male or female, wherever you are. Do we all would like to be what I'm saying as a model? Okay, I'll go through and I want everyone to give me one word or one short phrase of what changed after this small session or what they are intending to change. So if something has changed during our game, in your mind, in your heart, let me know. If something you are intending to change, let me know. Okay, that would be quick. If you have something to say, say it. If not, pass it to the one after. I wouldn't allow anyone to pass. We agreed on the baddie here. You wouldn't survive. So, say something.
No, I'm just...
Or I'll go home while I'm here. And I disagree. Simply, you passed it and I disagree. Say something. I'm in control here.
Okay, just come back to me.
No, I'll stay with you the whole day and you waste all of your colleagues' time. Okay, fine. I'll let you say something, or shall I say something in your behalf, or shall I get her to say something? Okay, you have been quite long with Ahlan. What is this supposed to mean? That you are very determined, right? You insist to do something because you believe in it, right? Don't you think this is enough to tell your colleagues? So you told them through me. And that's the only case I'll do it. Everyone has to talk for himself from now on.
Okay. I guess I will start appreciating more that I'm a Muslim. Alhamdulillah, and I won't take it for granted.
That's what I really... You see, you close the file. That's what I wanted to approach, in fact. From everyone was saying anything, that's what I want to end it up saying. But you said it at the beginning, so let us hear what can be in between.
I learned that when representing something, I'm in control.
Yes.
It's in my hands to represent the positive sides, as you said, and or the negative
or the
sides.
negative.
So this gave me a sense of like thinking really well before speaking about certain subject. That I intend to try and study this approach more.
Yes.
Really think what to say about it.
So you feel more responsible.
Yes.
Good. So I would let the female volunteer. I want someone to volunteer. Say something.
Being a Muslim is not something you're really born with, it's something you have to earn. You have to work for it.
Oh, I like this. Honestly, I like this. So who agreed on what our sister said? She said that being Muslim, something you need to work on, you need to earn rather than just being born with it. Which I totally agree. I mean, you remember when I have any problems, what do I do? What do I say? If I have any problems, run to what?
Run to the prayers.
Yes. We all, if we have any problems, we all run to Allah. Right?
Yes.
Different ways. Some people goes to pray, some people reading Quran, some people does dua. but we all run to the Creator. Okay? So we'll go more to the male section. And look, the female managed to come up with what I want to say at the end of the session. So, big challenge. And I'll pick on Samuel.
Okay, what,
He's the boss here, so I'll start with the big figure.
okay, what I learned is that it's all in our hand what we can perform, and also what the other can perform regarding us, because maybe I always see the positive side from myself, but whatever I'm doing well, the other person can perform maybe negative. So I think if I take the decision now to perform a positive, whatever the situation with the other party I'm dealing with, I'm at least I'm this part of my religious practice, and on the other side I will push the other party to perform the same. So it's ادفع بالذي هي أحسن فإذا الذي بينك وبينه عداوة كأنه ولي حميم.
Okay, I'll take from what Samir said and I won't add in. But not what he said. He did analyze. I want like kind of action. I want each one of you to say, I'll do this. Okay?
I'll say the truth even while criticizing others, because I see people invented up criticism. Even he doesn't know about the other party and he said, please say something wrong or something negative. And he even made it up.
Made it up.
So
you'll be honest this fight.
Yes, trustworthy. Worthy, say the truth even while criticizing or trying to pick the bad things.
More or less you'll be Muslim.
Yes. True. 100%.
Okay. We want to hear something else.
I can control my anger. Not enough he attack me, that I attack him. But I would be just to say the truth. Not only to take negative, even if he take...
you wouldn't have a revenge.
Yeah. As Allah said, أعدله أقرب للحسن.
You see, loads of... Okay, here we are back.
I remember something. It's a story. It's about that when Jesus, peace be upon him, he was walking with his friend, and they said that they saw a dead body for what's it called?
Donkey.
Yes, and it was a dead body. So his friend said, oh, what a smell!
Awful,
yeah. So when he said, oh, what a white teeth he had.
Yeah, in fact, you draw us to complete session. Yusuf will be giving us a session, full session, just about what you just said now. The idea, of course, not the story. And I'll give a quick introduction. I'll steal some of his ideas. There is a saying, which in the West, if you apply it, you are very successful, especially in marketing. And remember, we do market. As Muslim, we do a marketing, okay? You say what other likes to hear for them to listen to what you want to say. Shall I repeat it?
Yes.
Okay. You say, okay, what others like to hear for them to listen to what you want to say. And I'll draw your attention that all of you go to a tourist places. Okay? So you need to find a way, you don't have much time of course, but you need to find a way to be positive, to send good vibes, and to say something to whoever you are approaching, you think that he or she would like to hear, for them to listen to what you want to say. And what do you want to say, all of you? Talk about Islam. It's not lunch yet, is it? Are you hungry? Okay, alert. Okay, so our sister here.
I totally appreciate Dr. Yusuf Said for his happiness, and I swear that I will search in my religion about every point for happiness, because the most important problem with Muslims that they depressed and upset very.
You are generalizing here. you generalize, and
Yeah.
that means you say Muslims.
Yeah.
So that means all Muslims.
No,
I'm not
some
depressed.
of them, yeah.
I'm not depressed.
No.
In fact,
But
being
I hope
here,
to be the
picking
same
in you
level.
today, that's the most joyful day for me.
I hope to be. I hope to be the same at the same level.
The
with
same level of
yeah,
happiness.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll back of what you said. So our sister here saying that Yusuf did manage to give good vibes of happiness, which she received it positively, and then hopefully that would work with her. So the problem is not with the one sending the vibes, but the receiver as well. So you have to be careful. Oh, you'd say, oh, I did everything I can. I was positive, I was nice, I was kind, I said what he likes to hear, but by the end, he didn't want to hear what I want to say. Shame. But you are turning negative. Okay? So we do what we should do. And it is up to Allah to get the other person to respond. إِنَّكَ لَا تَهْدِ مَنْ أَحْبَبْتَ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ يَهْدِ مَنْ يَشَاءُ. صدق الله العظيم. And there is another ayah about Prophet Muhammad, how Allah described Prophet Muhammad. No, apart from this, describe his way. In contact, so what this means, Prophet Muhammad faced loads of horrible people. They called him all the names under the sun. They threw dirt at him, name it. Did this change his attitude? And why people by the end came back to him, even his enemies came back and believed on him? Because he was determined. He believed on what he's doing, okay? And he used the positive way. He was positive, he was sending good vibes. Whatever he get in return, it doesn't stop him being positive. And it doesn't stop him giving more and more and more. And of course, Prophet Muhammad, our ideal, the example we should all follow. Okay? We have got 5 minutes for any one of you to ask a question or to have a comment, and then we'll go to the second session. Oh, I did manage to shut you all up for whatever reason. Oh, is that scary? Let me perform. Okay, you ask.
About how to present something. It's something that I don't know. I face when dealing with non-Muslims who come to the Citadel. Sometimes when I've been getting, as you say, negative vibes and not feeling they are responding and stuff like that. Sometimes you feel the need to sometimes just tell them what they need to hear, even though it's not, it's not correct or it's not the right picture.
Okay. Who decide what they need to hear? You or them?
They need to hear or should know.
There is no should. You are not in control. Okay? You are not in control. Even prophets didn't push anyone to hear their messages. So how dare us push and be angry, as far as I can see you, that they are not listening to what you want to say. This is important. Again, that's the key point. We are doing what we are doing for our own glory or for Allah? For Allah. So whatever the feedback, it doesn't really matter. إِنَّكَ لَا تَهْدِ مَنْ أَحْبَبْتَ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ يَهْدِي مَنْ يَشَاءُ. We do what we should do to the best of our abilities. But the response, that's from Allah, it's not from us. You'll be rewarded for doing what you should do. Either they responded or not, you still be rewarded because you are doing da'wah.
I didn't mean this. I mean that sometimes.
No, I know, I think when you just let the other understand. Anyway, I'll stop you. You talk too much.